Buckle up for a royal implosion, because Prince Harry's world just crashed in a scandal so gut-wrenching it's shattering the monarchy to its core. Reeling from a torrent of betrayals tied to Meghan Markle's alleged fake pregnancy and manipulative schemes, Harry's spiraling into a dark abyss, with drugs resurfacing as his painful escape. With leaked emails, $5 million payment trails, and a bombshell DNA test, this drama is so scorching it's setting X ablaze. With Meghan in tears, their marriage in ruins, and the palace ready to erase them from history. Let's dive into this twisted conspiracy that's got the world buzzing like a swarm of hornets. Harry, broken by revelations from his ex-wife's past, confessed in a raw X-Live interview to turning back to marijuana, cocaine, and psychedelics to numb the pain of Meghan's alleged lies about Archie's birth. Leaked files, hitting X like a thunderbolt, expose a surrogate, KS, as Archie's biological mother, with no genetic tie to Harry or Meghan. "She broke me," Harry sobbed, unveiling emails showing Meghan's team orchestrating a pregnancy charade in 2018. The files, backed by $5 million transfers to a Pacific fertility network and NDAs, reveal a chilling directive. Ensure HRH appears pregnant, public must believe. X is erupting, with clips of Meghan's wobbly bump from 2019 racking up 500 M views as users scream, "Meghan lead to Harry?" Harry's collapse is a global maelstrom, with theories ricocheting from a palace-orchestrated smear to a betrayal darker than a starless night. KS's evidence is a WREC King ball. Leaked emails, obtained by a royal investigator tipped off by William, show Meghan's team plotting with surgical precision, instructing, "Stage maternity photos public, must see the Duchess as mother." A $3.5 million transfer to the fertility network is documented, alongside $1.5 million to an offshore account for narrative lockdown. KS claims she suffered severe postpartum complications after Archie's birth, but Meghan's team offered no care, leaving her feeling discarded like refuse. "I was their vessel, not their kin," KS said in a leaked affidavit shared by Harry's team. A DNA test conducted by a London lab confirmed KS's biological tie to Archie, with no link to Meghan or Harry. "I had to know the truth," Harry said, his voice breaking. Hospital logs from a Colorado clinic confirmed KS carried Archie, with Meghan's name absent from delivery records. A leaked audio clip, allegedly of Meghan discussing the surrogacy with her PR team, has gone viral, with one user tweeting, "This isn't a pregnancy, it's proof of deception." The birth certificate is the dynamite. Archie's lists Her Royal Highness the Duchess of Sussex instead of Rachel Meghan Markle, a move legal experts call a calculated loophole to skirt fraud charges. "Titles don't hold in court," one warned. If Meghan faked Archie's birth, it's a constitutional crisis. Leaked emails also reveal Camilla's brutal campaign, with one aide writing, "Her Majesty demands the Sussexes exile protect the crown." Under this pressure, Meghan signed divorce papers demanding $120 million in primary custody, per sources, to escape the royal fallout. Meghan's in a full-blown panic, tears streaming in its uteter mayhem. Her team's statement, posted on Archewell's site, declares, "This is a vicious, fabricated assault by a broken prince. These claims are baseless and will be fought in court." She's planning a live X Spaces event to share her truth, leaning on tears and a victim narrative, accusing Harry of being swayed by palace lies. She's clinging to her fans, an insider said, but they're faltering. ITR experts, with a decade of television scripting expertise, are merciless. "Meghan's credibility is rubble," one said. Harry's drug relapse and divorce papers are a guillotine no spin can save her. She's hired a top-tier cybercrime team to trace the leak, claiming it's a palace-orchestrated hit tied to MI6 and Camilla's vendetta. "She's blaming Harry, Camilla, even ex-staff," a source revealed. But the DNA test is bulletproof. The leak, per our sources, came from a royal investigator who accessed Meghan's server after William's tip. Meghan was hiding a colossal lie, the investigator dished. Harry had to know. The document's DNA results, hospital logs, North Dakota, as audio clips and divorce filings are spreading like a digital plague on X, fueling Harry's collapse to 8B views. Harry's reaction is heart-crushing. "I'm lost," he confessed on X Live, tears streaming. "Archie's not mine by blood, and Meghan lied. Drugs are all I have left." His relapse, confirmed by insiders, includes marijuana, cocaine, and psychedelics, used to escape the pain of Meghan's betrayal. Meghan's insisting she carried Archie, claiming KS's story is a royal fabrication. But Harry's not convinced. He's barricaded himself in their guest wing, refusing to face her, a Montecito confidant said. Harry's called King Charles, sobbing for guidance, and is planning to whisk Archie and Lilibet to London to anchor their royal roots. "He feels like his life's a house of smoke," a friend disclosed. "Meghan's lies and my relapse are a betrayal I can't escape." Harry's consulting elite UK divorce lawyers with sources saying he's preparing to fight for joint custody and a fair settlement. "He's done being her puppet," the friend added. "He's ready to reclaim his life." Harry's reached out to Prince William, a desperate move given their fractured bond. William told him to get help, a source said. Harry's at his breaking point. Buckingham Palace is in full battle mode, with King Charles heartbroken but resolute, per our royal sources. Charles issued a historic edict, expelling Meghan and Harry from all royal affiliations. "Their deceit and chaos strike at the monarchy's soul," a palace insider quoted him. "They are no longer family." The edict, splashed across X, strips their titles, bans them from royal grounds, and severs all ties, a move unseen since Edward VIII's abdication. Sources say William's tip sparked the investigation, with Charles acting after a covert probe confirmed anomalies in Archie's birth records. "Charles had to protect the crown's legacy," a source declared. "This threatens the succession." The palace is mobilizing legal teams, exploring charges of fraud and defamation, with a deep dive into Archewell's $8 million transfers linked to the surrogacy and divorce. "They're aiming to obliterate them," a source warned. "The Sussex's royal story is over." The royal family's ready to pulverize Meghan and Harry. "Charles sees this as a betrayal of the throne," a palace source said. "He's ordering a constitutional review of the children's titles." Camilla's campaign, per insiders, was a calculated move to break the Sussex's influence. William's labeling them frauds, praising Harry's courage for confessing but urging rehab. William's guarding the monarchy, a source said. Kate, aching for Harry, is repulsed by Meghan's treachery, per a close friend. Kate's devastated for the kids but livid at Meghan's lies, the friend shared. She's launching a global mental health charity to redefine royalty. The palace is exploring lawsuits for defamation against Meghan, with a probe into Archewell's finances. "They're erasing them," a source warned. "The Sussexes are ghosts now." Hollywood's ditching Meghan and Harry like a bad audition. Oprah Winfrey, once their biggest champion, is ghosting them, per our sources. Oprah's team called this a moral catastrophe, an insider revealed. She's out. Beyoncé, courted for collabs, has gone silent, dodging all inquiries. "Beyoncé's about truth, not lies," a friend said. Serena Williams unfollowed Meghan on X, a snub echoing through Hollywood. "Serena's Donche values family, not deceit," an insider noted. Netflix, their financial lifeline, is in crisis mode, with executives suspending their $100 million deal. "They wanted royal glamour, not a drug and surrogacy scandal," a source said. Cancellations looming. Archewell's donors are bolting, with a New York tycoon yanking a $80 million pledge, citing ethical collapse. "It's a massacre," a former staffer said. Meghan's raging at her team, blaming Harry, but she hid the truth. X is a vortex with number Harry's collapse, amassing 8B views. The leaked documents' DNA results, hospital logs, North Dakota, audio clips, and divorce filings are spreading like a digital plague, with users howling, "Harry's on drugs after Meghan's lies." A viral meme shows Meghan with a silicone bump and Harry with a dazed look captioned, "Duchess of Deceptions." Their defenders are rallying, insisting it's a palace frame-up. "Harry's being manipulated," one fan tweeted. Conspiracy theories swirl, with some claiming MI6 fabricated the DNA results, while others suggest a royal vendetta to silence their activism. "They're too powerful, so they're being crushed," a supporter posted. The hashtag's outpacing global news, with reaction videos, live X spaces, and biting TikToks like one of a comedian reenacting Harry's drug-fueled confession hitting 4,000 M views. The clash is a cultural tea tsunami, with factions battling over the Sussex's guilt. KS's evidence is a devastating strike. Hospital logs name her as Archie's biological mother, with Meghan's name absent. Payment receipts show $5 million to a surrogacy alliance, with NDAs binding KS to silence. She claims Meghan's team enforced prison-like isolation in a Colorado compound, with texts demanding, "No leaks Duchess's image is everything." Her postpartum complications got no care, pushing her to share her story with Harry's team. Harry's confession is historic, a palace source said. Old clips of Meghan's maternity photos are now viral, with one user tweeting, "This is proof." The divorce papers, per sources, include a $120 million settlement demand and primary custody, with Meghan citing irreconcilable differences driven by the scandal. If Meghan faked Archie's birth, it's fraud, a legal expert warned. Meghan's counterattack is faltering like a crumbling fortress. Her team's statement declares, "This is a vicious, fabricated assault by a broken prince. We will pursue justice." She's planning an X Spaces event to tell her truth, banking on tears and a victim narrative. She's counting on her fans, an insider said, but they're doubting her. PR experts are brutal. Meghan's credibility is ash, one said. Harry's relapse is a death sentence. She's hired a cybercrime team to trace the leak, claiming it's a palace hit. She's blaming Harry, Camilla, even ex-staff, a source revealed. But the evidence is airtight. Harry's team is prepping a personal recovery statement, focusing on safeguarding the children. He's protecting Archie and Lilibet, a friend said. He wants them rooted in royal values. The royal family's wielding a warhammer. Charles sees this as a betrayal of the throne, a palace source said. He's ordering a review of the children's titles. Camilla's campaign, per insiders, was a calculated move to break the Sussexes' influence. William's labeling them frauds, urging Harry to seek help. William's guarding the monarchy, a source said. Kate, torn for Harry, is repulsed by Meghan's treachery, per a friend. Kate's launching a global mental health charity to redefine royalty. The palace is exploring lawsuits for defamation against Meghan, with a probe into Archwell's $8 million transfers. They're erasing them, a source warned. Hollywood's cutting Meghan and Harry like a bad script. Oprah's severed ties, Beyoncé's silent, and Serena's unfollow was a public slap. Netflix is inches from termination, with $80 million in Archwell pledges yanked. X is a vortex with number Harry's collapse, with users shrieking, "Harry's on drugs?" Her defenders claim a royal plot. The clash is a cultural tsunami, with memes and TikToks hitting 4,500 M views. Harry's relapse looms, and more leaks like surrogacy team audio air rumored. Can Meghan rise, or is she done? The tea's lethal, fam. Spill below and stay wired for the next eruption.